pursuit of happiness week continues here on Talk Pittsburgh with a local podcaster who's talking about Pittsburgh.
Tressa Glover, host of the Yinz Are Good Podcast, is here. Tressa, you were here last week. We were preempted, so we're gonna act like this is the first time, okay?
It's so lovely to be here with you.
Wow. Who are you?
I know. Let's talk about it.
So excited. I've been a fan of yours for so long, but if someone has never heard of the Yinz Are Good Podcast, give us the overview.
It is the good news that is going on in the Pittsburgh area and sometimes beyond, but that's basically it. I started it in 2020. I wanted to get good news out there. I wanted to connect us all with each other in ways that I thought we probably needed.
Definitely.
And so it's good news. It's people helping each other in the community, people doing good things. So it's to inspire us, hopefully. If you're looking to volunteer or do things, sometimes it can be overwhelming because there are so many groups doing good things. So it's like, let's get good news. Let's talk about the people doing great stuff. Here are some photos.
Oh, love that.
But
I feel like Pittsburgh has an endless supply of people who just do good and just love their community.
Do you know we have the most nonprofits of any county in the country?
Oh, I believe it.
What a beautiful statistic.
Yeah.
I can't even give a number because it keeps going up. Like, I'm like, all right, we can just say that.
We'll take that
but
record.
Isn't it? It's like, and from the big ones to tiny, that's what I love, right? We need the people who are just starting out and usually it's coming from a place of, they went through something and they want to be able to help other people they know who are going to go through the same thing. And so they just start, helping people.
And what a beautiful time of year to do this too, when everyone feels, I don't want to say helpless or hopeless because I think that could come anytime, but it's nice to find the humanity in it all. And you're doing live shows now where we can come see you.
Yes, like a live talk show. It's what we do. And so we had a Christmas show. We were at the Greer Cabaret Theater this past Christmas.
Beautiful place.
But we've done, I think there were some shots there. I did a sports themed episode. I don't know why it's in quotes. I was titling it.
Loose.
Yes.
And I had, Pittsburgh area sports. So Charlie Batch and Latasha Moran and Gene Steratore, I saw the picture, speaking of football, who was the NFL ref and NCAA. He's still the rules analyst for CBS Sports. Was a blast because he's from Washington, PA. But so I did a sports team, some women from the Pittsburgh Passion were on. But it's a live talk show. And now what we're doing for 2025, my goal, is to make them neighborhood specific. So it's like, who's doing good literally in your neighborhood? And so we go to, do you know Second Harvest? They're in Sharpsburg. Amazing, wherever the camera is, it's amazing.
No.
But they're a thrift shop, but also a community center. They have a community fridge. They're unbelievable. And when I was there for the show, interviewing them for my show, Bonnie was mentioning all these other folks, like within a couple of blocks. And I said, we're coming to Sharpsburg, and it's going to be about Sharpsburg and all these folks. And so we're looking to viewers is the word. That's the noun we use here. If your neighborhood, if you want, Yinz Are Good to come to your neighborhood and we bring an audience and we sit there and we celebrate your neighborhood and who's doing good stuff, and then it airs as an episode of the show.
Wonderful. You know what? That's the thing about Pittsburgh. We have so many different neighborhoods and then just all these little hidden gems that people don't know about. And I love that you're highlighting them. So who are you featuring this week?
This week, okay. So taken from the Pittsburgh Steelers, I must say, the NFL for 24-25, they had the Changemakers Award that they're giving out. And so each NFL team nominates someone from their city. Yeah. So I said that because that's how I discovered her.
Oh, of course you did.
I did. Carolina France, who is, she has many titles. I'll go quickly. But she's a nurse. She's a community, volunteer extraordinaire. She herself has donated and gathered and donated over 14,000 pairs of socks to local folks who need it, and now other items. She founded the PA chapter for Hispanic nurses, like they're the nonprofit there to bring those folks together. And she also, because she has a lot of time, is a professor at the School of Nursing at Duquesne for diversity and inclusion.
Of course.
Wow. And she has children.
How does she do
children?
It all?
Yes.
Okay. Love her.
We actually have a sound bite from this week's episode. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
When I requested to be a distributor for these socks, I had no clue what the need was. And the fact that I have to keep increasing. We're currently we're on the wait list for underwear and t-shirts. So for the listeners, when you're thinking about donating things to the shelters, yes, there's a need for hats and gloves, but the biggest need is underwear and t-shirts.
I love that she does this. And a lot of it happens out of her garage, like her home garage.
She talks all about that, and the funny story you saw her, that was her with Highsmith, who presented her with, you'll hear it in the episode, which drops this weekend, episode 151. But she talks about she was completely surprised by it. They totally surprised her. She thought she was there for something else. And walks in, and there's cameras and Steelers. And
wonderful.
Amazing.
I love learning about these. Thank you for bringing them to us.
Thank you for having me.
How wonderful. You can listen to the episodes of the Yinz Are Good podcast on most audio streaming platforms. To tune in, head to our website, kdk.com/talkpittsburgh for more info.